And what up everybody's Anime Junkie, and welcome to part 14 to What If Deku Could Use Haki. And now let's get to the intro.
I'm not the one you wanna fuck with. Late nights messing up my sleep, so I'm flustered. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Right in front of get myself a lamb color cuss for the game. Leave him hanging by his chain. Click bang, feeling rage, feeling fire in my brain, feel insane. And it's slowly feeling flames with the fire from my brain. Bringing more, please still, no glory.
Okay guys, so last time we left off, Deku and Bakugo just finished their fight with All Might in the final preliminary test for their exam, or their final exam. And now it's about like few months, no, only 1 month, and they're going to the forest training camp. They've already done the beast forest and all that stuff. Deku, Ida, Todoroki, and Bakugo, they all come out pretty fast. They actually make it to the timeline that the Wild Blood Pussycats actually told them to do. So they actually came fast pretty quick. And the class 1A actually split into different groups. So Todoroki, Deku, Ida, and Bakugo split into one group, and they were taking down every other beast inside the forest and came out really quick. So it wasn't really like class 1A's working together. It's like bunch of different class 1A's working together. So yeah. So Pixie Bub was really impressed by the four students' performances. So she basically dibs them, and they're like, okay, I'll be teaching these four and you choose whatever you want next. So after that they have dinner, everything is fine. And then the next morning, or in the night, they actually go down to the training part of the area, and basically Aizawa gives Bakugo another throwing ball, and he says, throw this ball as far as you can with your quirk, just like in the fitness training camp. So he's like, okay, I got this, and he throws it, and he only gets 708 kilometers, not kilometers, I mean meters. And he's like, you've only improved about 3 meters, that's it. And everybody's shocked, like, what, we've only improved that much? And Aizawa just tells them, you've only improved your mental strength because you've been through a lot with villain attacks and stuff, your stamina a little, and the strategy minds of your brain. So that's all you've improved. Now, this is the purpose of the forest training camp, to improve your quirks and your body towards your quirks. So if it's something like that. So let's get started, get some rest, because tomorrow's gonna be hell. So after that, a week passes. Everybody's been training for a week now. Everybody's amazing now. Deku has been secretly training with his Haki. Baku has also been secretly training with his armament Haki and his invisible Haki. He can actually get a pretty good handle on his metallic form now. Actually, those few months that were before the test, the few months before the first exam, that's when he was training, and he actually got a good handle on armament Haki. And this one, he's also going to learn how to use it better. So he's also going to use it with his quirk, which is going to be tricky, because if he covers his hand with armament Haki, there's no sweat coming out of that, and there's probably not going to be any explosions after that. So he needs to find a way to do that. Deku also does strength training with the Tiger Pixie, or no, Tiger Pussy, or something like that. I forgot his name. But he's also going to be doing strength training with him, so to control his one for all better. And yeah. So this just normal, but Deku and Bakugo and Uraraka have something additional to add to their training regimen. That's all. So after a week, the villains attack. There's a huge explosion going on. I'm not gonna do that scary courage walk thing in the night or something like that. I'm not gonna do that. That was really lame and I didn't like it. So I'm not actually gonna do that. Everybody's in the camp and they're gonna be safe, so nobody's gonna be attacked by a villain. And then there's explosions going up because they're not gonna be sleek and sneaky. They're just gonna, okay, we're here to attack you, be prepared. So Aizawa notices this and is like, no, the class 1B is somewhere else, and they're probably studying somewhere, so that can't be them. So Aizawa and all the other basically heroes, they run into the forest trying to find out what the hell happened and where that explosion came from. They soon get attacked by villains. Sugartooth, no, that's not what his name is. Sugartooth, why did I say that? But Moonfish, I think that's what his name is. Moonfish with the teeth blade quirk. He actually attacks Aizawa, and Aizawa completely stops his quirk and his teeth go back to normal and he falls down and Aizawa knocks him out. Also breaks his teeth a little so it doesn't come back out, and then he moves on. He actually ties him up to a tree and moves on with the other heroes. And someone actually comes and attacks Aizawa and his group. Actually all the superheroes or pro heroes are together, and the teachers, they're all together in one group and trying to go into the forest. So they're going in there. Some of the pro heroes are actually with the students because they want to keep them safe. And then Spinner and Magnum, I think that's what his name is, they attack the students, and Aizawa tells the pro heroes that he's with to stay in the forest and try to keep all the villains that you find at bay and maybe even defeat them. Aizawa is going to be going to get the class 1B teacher and ask for his help because this is serious. The students are attacked by Spinner and Magnum. Deku completely takes care of them. Baku is also fine because he has armament Haki and no weapon or anything can attack him. They'll just break instantly when they touch him. So he punches them, no hurts. It doesn't hurt him at all. And Deku, same thing. He combines his one for all with his armament Haki, creating a huge explosion, and he's not even hurt because the armament Haki actually protects him and doesn't allow his bones to break or anything. So Spinner and Magnum are knocked out completely by Bakugo and Deku, and they're completely knocked out. They've tied them up and they're safe. Now, one of the members of Pixie Bob actually tells Deku, do you know where Koda is? Do you know where Koda is? And Deku's the only person who actually knows Koda's hideout. So he's like, okay, I think I might know where he is. So I'm gonna go get him and save him if he's in trouble. So see ya. And Deku runs up with his one for all, full cowling on, and he goes full speed. Also with Haki on to boost his ability. So he runs. He also actually does airwalk to get there over, and he doesn't actually get attacked by any villains that are inside the forest, so he doesn't get distracted by them. He quickly finds the hideout and he can see it easily, and he sees this really tall man with this cape on, and he's about to attack Koda. So he's like, okay, I gotta hurry. He creates a really giant airwalk bounce, and he basically goes flying, and he gets ready his 100% smash, and he smashes it. And note this, that he covers his entire arm with armament Haki, so he actually doesn't break his arm. So that's the only trickery way he can actually use one for all. But he can't use one for all in 100% entire body because he can't coat his entire body with Haki. I mean, he can, but the Haki is going to be weak, and it will still hurt his body because the Haki is pretty weak. So if that was the case, if he was in advanced armament Haki, he might be able to do it, but he's not in that stage right now. So he throws 100% smash. Muscular basically goes flying into the wall. He's pretty badly hurt because he didn't have his muscles on. I mean, he does have his muscles on, but he doesn't have the muscles outside of his skin on, or his quirk activated. So he's hurt really badly. His arm is completely broken. I mean, his right arm. And he can't use it anymore. So his two legs and left arm are good enough for him to beat. But too bad, Deku is way stronger here. He knows armament Haki, he knows observation, and he has Conqueror's Haki, and he has one for all, and he has a pretty good handle on it. So Muscular's really mad. He's like, damn my arm! Damn it! Where did this kid come from? Wait a minute. I've seen him before. Wait, kid, what's your name? Is your name Katsuki Bakugo? And he's like, no, that's Kachan. Don't tell me they're after Kachan. And he's getting really suspicious. He's like, wait a minute, are you Izuku Midoriya? Yeah, you were also on the list. Looks like I gotta kill you. And then he basically charges up his quirk. His muscles come out of his body and completely surround him. He goes all out with his legs and transfers all the muscles to his left arm to basically strike the kid. And Deku already saw this coming a mile away. He knows what he's gonna do. He dodges it, uses martial arts to basically do judo moves and swing him on the ground using his own force to break his left arm too. So he's completely useless with his both arms, and now he only has his other two legs. So with one for all, and once he's on the floor, Deku uses one for all with both of his fists and breaks his other two legs. He can't move anymore. Deku's ruthless, but what he learned from his grandfather, whenever an enemy's down, you can't let an opportunity go. So use this time to do any damage to him whatsoever. Break his limbs so he won't be able to move and won't be able to attack you. So then he knocks him out with Conqueror's Haki because he's actually scared and is pain, so his mind isn't that strong right now. So he is really scared, and he's like, what is this kid? Is he even trying to be a hero? He might be a good addition to the villain association, but no. So he's really scared, and Conqueror Haki completely knocks him out, and he's done. He ties him up, puts him on the, I guess, just throws him off the cliff because he's like, okay, there's grass down there, he's gonna be safe, and I don't really need him right now, so only thing I care about is Koda. He picks up Koda, airwalks all the way back to the camp, and meets up with the heroes and the students. He's like, Koda's safe, where should I give him, or where should I put him? I'll put him inside the buildings and stuff. So he puts him inside and then runs back out, and then he sees this floating object or floating person if he looks at it more, and he channels his Haki in his eyes, he can see more, and he sees it's someone, and he doesn't look familiar, so he's like, okay, that guy's evil, I'm gonna attack him. So he does a giant airwalk with both legs, and he goes flying towards that man, and his back is turned to him, so he doesn't know if he's coming. He gets attacked, and once they land, the man gets crushed underneath him and he's knocked out. Even if he's not knocked out, Deku could also use his Conqueror's Haki to knock him out anyways. He ties him up, puts him next to like a tree or something, ties him to the tree, and done. So apparently Dabi actually sees this going down because Mr. Compressed, like you already know, because he's the only person who can actually float, he was actually signaling to Dabi and the others to what the situation is. So Dabi actually saw him getting taken down, so he's like, okay, we need to get that kid who just attacked Mr. Compressed. And that's it, guys. Hope you guys liked this series. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and as always, Anime Junkie out.